Welcome back once again, guys. Aliencarpet here, back on the Zedwork server, and we're revisiting a region now that we went to. I worked out 5 months ago. It was in October. This is being recorded in March. 5 or 6 months ago. Frankly, I don't know. I counted it like 2 minutes ago and I've already forgotten. This is my region. This is the region I've been building. Everything here has been built by me except for one tree house, which was built by Blackheart Down, who you all know and love. And in the last 5 or 6 months, I think it's six. Yeah, in the last 5 or 6 months, I've built a hell of a lot more and finished the main building in which we were building at the time. So first of all, let's just recap my house. You've got the bed, everything like this hasn't changed except you've got this fishing area in which you've got each of the fish. I don't think I've caught any more clownfish. And the reason why these three are spread out is because they're the ones that were on my wall previously and that is now covered by something else. Oh, excuse me. In this, these chests are weird now. That's just my I've got stuff that I'm still using but don't want to have to hold at the moment chest. And that's my I made too many of the same map and messed it up really badly and now have nowhere to put it chest. So instead of the old empty chest here, you've got armor and my bows are now being filtered into there instead. These chests are all relatively the same. Everything over here, still exactly the same. Biggest difference is it's much fuller now. The storage upstairs is exactly the same. My nether chests and that are the same but fuller again. You've got a bar over here now because pigmen managed to stand on this edge here and wiggle it in and I had to kill the bugger. Big difference to my house now is I've got this extra bit here which was never here before when I recorded it. And that's because of the new need for storage. I've never had enough storage. I do now. Any chest which it hasn't got something in the picture frame is empty at the moment. So you've got flowers, you've got all the different types of trees, as I think, all filtered out. So you've got leaves, saplings, planks, and the actual wood. You've got mob drops, which I think I'm starting to fill up in arrows, bones, definitely zombies, and gunpowder, but not spider string. You've got different music discs, and that's because I don't find very many of them, but I found a lot at once. You've got a unique chest where I've got things like cobwebs and dead bush, and then here is my cobblestone storage, but I keep building things and I don't actually have very much stone at the moment. And then if you go down here, this is very recent, within the last few weeks, you've got my wool storage, and that's because I've now set up a very large and very elaborate sheep farm, which we'll get to momentarily. Having to speak really quickly, because frankly, I know everything in this region, I've got a lot to show you. I've built a hell of a lot recently. The storage upstairs, like I said, exactly the same still. This is my favourite thing now. The map, and this is all different picture frames and all that. So let's just, if you can see where my cursor is, you've got this about here is my house. Where my cursor isn't actually right. My house is here, because that little bit right there is where my walkway to the storage room is exposed. This island here is going to be a castle. I'm just building it massively slowly because I can't be bothered to build it any quicker. I keep getting distracted and building other things. As before, you've got my farm here, and there's something underneath that which I need to show. You've got an obsidian generator there, always very useful. You've got sugarcane farm there. You've got my sheep farm there. It's really annoying that they're patched out, but that's because I spawned it in when that's because I got the image of that when the sheep were in there, so they kept eating the bloody grass. You got a new modern house there, skyscraper there, the big biodomes build there, which is finished now and looks spectacular, if I may say so myself. And there you've got a mull mirror, I was going to say, a wool mirror. What do you know? Can't speak today. This is all exactly the same. Only tiny difference here is the fact that you haven't got chests there anymore. If we go down here, you've got a cactus farm, also very new. Blackheart Down's tree house is over there. Hasn't changed. He doesn't live there anymore. Down here, you've got mob spawners, and they are basic fall to their death mob spawners. I have got a spider one, haven't done anything with it yet, really need to. And in there you've got a room in which I store knowledge about what I'm going to build in the future, because I keep forgetting. I actually have things in here, I'll take those sticks, I need sticks on me. My guy would sprint, it'd just be dandy. So let's move straight on, let's go to the farm first of all, we'll have a look what's underneath the farm, then the sugarcane farm, then the obsidian farm. It's not really a farm. Then the sheep farm, and then we'll wander on up the path. So if we wander in here, the basis of this is exactly the same. The only slight change is that I no longer have that many carrots. I mainly have wheat for my sheep. So down here you've got a lot of things. You've got a chicken cooker, which is a bit inhumane. They spawn into hoppers. They drop eggs into hoppers. That then spawns them. Baby chickens are too little to get hurt by lava. And when they grow up, they catch fire, and that drops out into there. It's not brilliant working, but it works well enough. This is something I've used once or twice. It's got quite a good yield so far. It's got a few nice little things. It is a automatic fishing farm. It's currently switched off, but when you flick that switch, it should switch it on. Okay, didn't work. That's fine. We'll come back to that. I don't use it enough to care that it doesn't work entirely. And this is an egg farm, and really, I'm getting too many eggs. Fortunately, Blackout Down took a lot of them, but I've got like 3 double chests full of them at this point. And that's just extra storage. This is my new nether wart farm. Don't really farm it very often. Don't need that much nether wart. No one does, but I have it anyway. And then you've got the pumpkin farm is the exact same design. You've got a melon farm. Now what this does is it lifts the melons up, and then a delayed reaction, the glowstone pushes out and pushes it all into water. And we'll quickly see that happen. It requires a hell of a lot of sticky pistons, unsurprisingly, so it pushes out and up, and all the water and all of it drops into there. And that caused me to have some fun with other people on the server and use I created whole melons and ran around placing melons everywhere. That was a funny time. So moving on from that, I lag in my own region. It's getting horrific. Moving on from that, that's the island where the castle will be, and I'm not going to go on to it because there's nothing to see. The only thing to see is that you've got the wall design there, you've got where the towers will be there. Those, you can see in the distance, are droppers into furnaces, chest into dropper into furnace into dropper into chest. And it's basically a way for me to smelt things like cobblestone and sand really easily. And what you've got there with that big glass container is a wither spawn, because they can't destroy the glass and it's just easy to kill them in, because I got a lot of wither skulls. This is the sugarcane farm. It's on a clock. It will change hopefully in a minute so that I can show you. Gonna take a while. Any minute now. What it does is, because there's a clock behind it, there it goes. Whenever it doesn't matter how much they grow, they'll never go to full unless it breaks, and believe me, that's happened once or twice, and that's the most irritating thing. Sticky pistons on either side at about this level, in line with these. On the delay, we'll push them one way. I think next it's going to move left. I don't know. There you go, left. And then, because of another delayed reaction, all the pistons come forward and knock them all into the water. And it all gets gathered up down here, along with, annoyingly, often a lot of body parts. I'm not even gathering anything anymore. What I'll do is I'll take that and take all this, and I'll make I already have a chest in there for my sugarcane. Anyway, so we'll just take all that. Oh, Nelly, that's right there, the zombie. Yeah, fucker. I've set myself on fire. I do that a lot. Moving on from there. So, now having to explore the island. There's nothing on the island. I'm really building it slowly. So here you've got the obsidian generator. And you've all seen me build this before if you've seen my previous videos. Simple design, not really sure how it works. Gets me a lot of obsidian. And for those walls, I needed about 9 stacks of obsidian. So I was farming it for a while. And obsidian sells well on the server. We've got here's the sheep farm, all the different colours. Not a lot of each, because I actually hit the spawn limit here, which is really irritating. You flick this button, and without too much lag, they all get pushed to one end, where you stand in that gap there and you farm them, and you shear them. And then you just wander around to all of them and do that. Then you flick it again, and it doesn't affect the grass. And it took me ages to figure that design out, because any other design messes with the grass. So if we just move on. Next up is the modern house. This was just me being like, oh, I know, I'll build a modern house. Saw an image on Facebook I like the look of, build something similar to it. Furnished it all myself. So you've got a little picnic area, you've got a barbecue, which again, that took me bloody ages to design. There might be carrots in here from when La La last visited. That was annoying to say. You got a dining table, kitchen area. The white doesn't quite look right. That's why there's one which is grey. There's a test, and I never got around to fixing it. Might finish that one day. You got a sitting area. There's a painting on clay background. Which is a movie area, and then a fire area. And then upstairs you've got balcony. These are daylight censored, so they'll turn on when it's nighttime, which again took me an annoyingly long time to figure out how to do. Little seating area. and a bed. Big bed. Try to make it look as impressive as you could. Bloody difficult to do on a game like this. What's next then? Down there. Next up is the skyscraper, and you can see spawning into the distance there the key thing which people come to see if they visit here most of the time, except from just standard new builds. So this is my skyscraper. It's not furnished yet. The only level which is remotely furnished is the bottom floor, where I've got desks, computers, and a flower pot for each person who would theoretically be sitting there, with a glass floor because that's a quaint little idea. Then on the top floor there's a garden, but it's a really long way to the top floor and a good couple of minutes to climb. And so I'm not going to climb all the way up there to show you, but what I will do is later on in the video I'll show what that looks like from my treehouse, because it looks really impressive. For now, I'm just going to run past this and we're going to show the wool build, the most recent project that's been finished. It took 2 days to do. I had a hell of a lot of help off Late O'Clock, which is a player on the server who got me loads of wool, and Lala helped me build. She helped me figure out a few differences and place a bit of it. What it is there's a line down the middle, too wide, which is essentially a mirror. And what it does is anything, I built a natural scenery on one side. It's all built by me. This was all water a couple of weeks ago. And everything on that side is natural, and everything on that side is as closely mirrored as possible to it without, like, going wrong. No, it's not even that. The only difference is, slight difference in wool is slightly different in colours, because you can't get it perfect. And obviously it's wool, not real stuff. But everything on this side is perfectly mirrored to the other side, and it took a while because there was a slight counting mishap. This is the equivalent of a chest, yeah, crafting bench, furnace, bed. Obviously all the things on the other side are empty, no one ever goes in them. The torches are all evenly placed as well. I want to say they are. And yeah, so right down to the trees. And I've never noticed before how much trees variate. Like these ones, they all have different leaf patterns, and it's really irritating. So the wheat is done with yellow wool. This is orange wool, brown wool, obviously. The torches on the bottom of the trees were there because they didn't then mess up with the floor. Right down to the cave. The cave is exactly the same, and the coal ore I decided to add in as black wool because, yeah, because why not? Needed something. And then that little bit, the door, was just because having an outright wall looked really boring. So there's my thank yous. Right, so now we'll move on to the creme de la creme. This build, in comparison to the wool build, which took me 2 days, this took me a good few months. I didn't finish it until well after I recorded the video in October. Or, well, I uploaded it in October. I would have recorded it early October, like the first few days of October. So, we're just walking through here. The garden hasn't changed because the garden was finished last time I did it. There might be 1 or 2 changes to the path. I'm just going to check in here. Ah, it's nice when people leave me things. I need to move that. That's the only thing I need to move. And then this was a chest where people kept falling off my building and dying, and that's where I had to put their stuff. So the key difference immediately when you walk in is this room. When I last recorded, it was all dirt, and there was a lot of chests over here from where I was storing stuff. Another key difference is there's a beacon now, so I get sprint boost. We'll go upstairs to start with. We'll end up off the roof afterwards. The AC in the side of the building was for special detail because the side of the wall was frankly too dull otherwise, even with the waterfalls and that. And frankly, it's nice to mark that it's mine for anyone who didn't know that it's mine. So, desert biome hasn't changed, so haven't even touched it. The oak biome has changed in the fact that my cave wasn't what I wanted it to be. It didn't look quite natural enough, so now it looks a bit better. I've sanctioned off certain areas. It's still very ore heavy, but it's a ball at the top of the world. It's gonna be quite ore heavy. So it's looked a bit more natural. All the rooms and that are a bit better. I think around here is where the biggest difference was. Yeah, I cut out a lot of the ores. I didn't mind doing that. I got a lot of ores in return for it. And so that's that. Do I still have my sprint boost? I do still have my sprint boost. It's lovely. Since the last video, there's 2 new orbs, which we'll go and explore now then. That's one of them. That's what the orbs look like from here. And It's, oh, got chicken sprinting while sprinting quickly. Oh, I missed the stairs. That's embarrassing. Oh, I've also added on these rails to the stairs because it was becoming dangerous to try and sprint up them at full speed. So you got a little balcony here. That's, oh, there you go. We don't need to go to the treehouse anymore. That's what the tower, that's what the skyscraper looks like. Which is frankly dwarfed by this building, but I wanted this building to be the biggest one around. You can't go much higher than this building either. So that's the view from up here. You can see Woolworld, you can see the house, you can see everything. If we then turn around, we'll go up to the roof in a few minutes. We turn around, you've got the jungle biome. Now you can actually get to the very top of the trees. But I'm not going to do it now because if you want to see how, you come here and figure it out. Very simple. I needed the final big type of cave you get, so I'm losing my voice. And the final one is a ravine. So you got mine shaft, you got standard cave system, now you got ravine. And there are, I know there would be other ones like, I can't actually think of any. But there will be other ones, dungeons especially, but you can't put a dungeon in a place like this without modding it. The roof in here isn't perfect, but no one ever really comes down here. And so you got lava, diamond, redstone, lapis, coal, and people have complained in the past they can't get out here. There is a way out, and it's here. Or alternatively, you can climb the vines. And otherwise, this room is just a lot of leaves. And I noticed when I was re-watching my video to update myself on it, and what had in fact changed, I opened my ender chest at one point, and it was full of leaves and loads of jungle wood and everything like that. That was for this. This required an enormous amount of stuff, and yet I still managed to have way too many. I have a double chest full of leaves, which is even more irritating. So this is the roof. It's built with lapis and pretty much pure lapis and quartz, never quartz. And then with the combination of also then glowstone, a little bit of sandstone, and some glass higher up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swim up here. There's been one or two people, I call it the top of the world because you're going to do well to find a taller building which you're allowed to access. And I'm going to stop recording for one moment in a second. And we're going to try and get up there. And you'll just see the view from the top of this place. So, one moment. I daren't do it while recording. I'll lag too much. So there we go. This is the top of the world. This is at Y 192. So we're 130 blocks up at this point. That's the skyscraper. That is dwarfed by this building. We're almost at the skyline where the sky changes. It's coming night time. So it's a nice time of day to be up here. And you can sort of see the detail that goes into the roof from up here. You've got fountains, you've got a glass dome. We'll drop down one layer in a moment. I built this in creative mode if you wonder. If you've ever seen it before, I've built it before. That's wool over there. So all the little details like that. I've still got one key thing to show you of this building, so we'll drop down entirely in a minute. This is just a little room. It's a shame. The only reason I'm recording this is because there's so much detail goes into this roof, and I'm not just being unmodded. You can see all the support struts, all this, everything like that. There's a lot of detail goes into it. No one on the server ever sees because they can't come up here. Either because they're really bad with ender pearls, but I'm not pointing any fingers, or they don't have my trust and they actually have to come up here specifically with me. These took ages, and I actually called in the helpful hand of Zed at one moment to actually come in and make sure that all of these sides were identical, because if not I'd been really annoyed if I'd noticed something after I finished building. But the water just flows out of the wall. Nothing too fancy, just out of that block right there. So what we'll do is we're just going to end the pearl down. It's the best thing about owning this land. You can do something like that. It's a hell of a long way otherwise. We'll just drop all the way down and I'll show you the final orb. It's in a completely different location. Instead of being really high up, it's really low down. I also have several thank you notes around here. You've got Highlander and Tribal Amigo, because Highlander provided me with cobwebs, and my mouse is glitching out. Cobwebs and a lot of stone and a lot of sand. Tribal Amigo gathered probably about 3 chests worth of sand for me, considering I used well over 13,000 blocks. That's really helpful. Over there, there's on that wall there's a thank you note to Chester, one of the neighbourly on the server, for helping me build my walls and helping me design them. They helped me design them, didn't help me build them. The minute you come down here, the pillar changes, got detail because it's all underwater. This took, you can't imagine how long this took to build. This took forever under here. So I had to use that helmet I showed last time, which another player on the server gave me, so there's a thank you note to him there. This is the beacon, obviously. Pretty standard stuff, regeneration and speed. I don't think I have both of them. I just have speed, and I could have haste. I could also have jump boost, and that because could I have jump boost? I think I could have jump boost. I don't want it. No, I could definitely have jump. Yeah, I couldn't have strength because it isn't big enough. I decided, seeing as it's all underwater, and I only wanted to get around quicker. That's why. So, yeah, he gave me the water breathing helmet, and this is my nether orb. Now this I really like, because you've got it underwater to give it a really dark ceiling, and that by itself took a really long time. This required digging a really big square in the ground, building most of the orb till I hit sea level, and then doing the rest, and that took ages because I had to clear it out. Then I had to try and decorate the walls with all the nether rack. Then added in little details like, so you've got the lava fall. I'm going to be really careful because I haven't got a great frame rate. I've had people die in here before as well. The nether portal just basically leads back to my nether portal into the same place as all of those. You've got the gravel, you've got the fire everywhere. The glowstone I almost forgot to add. There's even soul sand. Yeah, I did almost forget to add the glowstone. I was running around thinking, what else does this need? Then it occurred to me that I haven't actually put any glowstone in. We'll jump down here. It's the easiest way to get to here. So that's the overall view. Even the detail on this is exact. I found one and screenshotted it. We'll just jump on over there. The mushrooms, quite widespread. I don't know if there's any red mushrooms anywhere actually. There probably is. I can't remember if I ever placed them. I think they've grown by themselves since I placed them, which would be good if they have. And then there is actually a legitimate way up and down from here. If you ever come to visit it, you're more than welcome to have a run around and have a look for yourself. I doubt there's not many people in the server who said it's a bad build, if anyone. And up here is the creation of where a blaze spawner would go. But again, not only can I not spawn one, I don't want to spawn one here. That'd be really unpleasant. I'd die every time I came to my old building. So that is pretty much my region. I don't think there's anything I'm forgetting to show you, and it's taken a long time to build everything here, and I've got more in mind. So I'm going to finish the skyscraper first of all, then I'm going to maybe build the castle. If not, we might build a hide and seek arena on that island, which might be quite good fun because we had a great time playing hide and seek on here just the other day. So that's the tower. You can see the roof a bit better up here. It's very well lit up at the top. I should have really lit up the sides a bit, but it's not the end of the world that I didn't, basically. Yeah. Oh, we didn't die yet. One. What was just standard? Oh, it's there. That's the thing, they do move around the server. I can't pick it up, hang on. There we go. I think I got it now. Oh, yeah. It's quite a good one, actually. Swap that out now. So once again, as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to come and play with us, it's mc.zedwork.co.uk. Link will be in the description anyway. If you just want to click on that, that will take you to the website where the forum and everything is. There will be more videos on this. I have to figure out which regions I want to record next, but I just thought I'd update you on this, and no doubt in a few months' time I'll do another update video because I am building a lot again. So yeah, I really do hope you enjoyed the video. It does take a lot of work to make a region like this, and it's not even anywhere near finished, and it's not the best region in the game. I can fully agree with that. I know it isn't, but all the same, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, a like would be fantastic. Comment and subscription would be brilliant as well. If you play on the server and you have a region which you own and you want me to come and tour with you on Skype, or not with you, just by myself in every other video, by all means let me know, and I'm more than happy to come and do so. And until next time, it's a bye-bye then. Bye.